But our news reporter, Koketšo Motau, is standing by at the facility with more details for us on this. Koketšo, this had happened with unidentified objects. We don't quite know how they had gotten a hold of the objects. Have any new details emerged about the incident?
Well, good evening to you and good evening to the viewers. I can tell that at this stage the information is still sketchy, but I can tell you that we have the officials from the Department of Health and also from the police, and I'm now going to be speaking to the Minister of Health from the national government, and Dr. Aaron Motsauledi, who is still coming through, just to give us more information as to what actually transpired. But according to the information that we got from the MEC of Health in Limpopo, Media Ketseng Mashiro, earlier on, stated that there was a fight between two patients here, and apparently that fight escalated to such an extent that one of the patients lost his life. And I can tell you that we are still waiting to find out as to what is the latest in the meantime. But while the minister is still coming through, I can in the meantime speak to the Deputy Minister of Police, Mayor Polly Bushielo. Thank you so much for talking to us here on SABC News. We understand that a case of is being investigated. What case are you investigating?
At the moment, let me greet you and also greet your viewers. We are very sorry about what is happening here. It's too sad. The case that we are investigating is murder. So we've opened 3 cases in this instance. The first one is murder and the 2 are attempted murders.
And then let's talk about the suspect. Where is the suspect as we speak? Because earlier on when we were speaking, we were told that the suspect is still in the ward. But where is he now?
Yes, he's in the ward because he's got a cut over his head and then still going medication. But he's arrested and then he's under we fastened him, and also police are here to guard him 24 hours.
But maybe just to take us through what really happened, because earlier on the information was very sketchy. Just take us through what really transpired in the early hours of this morning.
From our side, remember we have what we call the LCRC, the forensics and others who come here and then take all the things that they have to take and then go and do the investigation. So we are waiting for that report on what actually happened. So we can be, this is a very sensitive case. We're talking about somebody's son or mother or father, so we can't be speculating. We'll get a report from the forensic and we'll be able to tell it to you.
And then we also know that in fact earlier on we were told that the staff management of this hospital has been dispatched to the family to inform them about this tragic incident. And did they manage to go to the family and inform them about this tragic incident?
Yes, they did manage to go to the family, which we are very grateful. And also, as we move here, after speaking to you with Dr. Motsauledi, we are also going to the family to give our condolences from government and about what happened to their son.
Maybe just the estimation in terms of the age of the deceased and the suspect. Are you able to give us that information?
Not yet. That's what I'm saying. I don't want to guess. This is a national TV. We want to give accurate information, especially that this is a very sensitive matter. But it's in the 30s, the victim, and then the suspect is in the 40s.
But is the scene currently cleared by the police? Is it safe for other patients as well?
Yes, remember it happened at around 1:20. And it's cleared, yes, and it's fine. And actually we found him sleeping with the police guarding him outside, so it's cleared. Yes.
Well, thank you so much, Mayor Polly Bushielo, for talking to us here on SABC News. I can tell you that, Oliver, the Minister of Health is coming through just to join us and give us more details about this matter, because earlier on when we were speaking to the MEC of Health in the province, was saying that the information is still sketchy. They are not yet allowed to divulge some of the information, because we want to get information as to what actually transpired there, what led to this incident. But to talk more about this matter, I'm now joined here by the Minister of Health, Dr. Aaron Motsauledi. Dr. Motsauledi, thank you so much for talking to us here on SABC News. Just
Let me
take us
check this
through.
out.
Thank you so much. Just take us through what really transpired here. What led to this tragic incident?
Well, look, I've qualified as a doctor for 42 years, even though I was no longer working in hospitals, but I'm still in health. This is the most bizarre story I've ever heard of for my whole 42 years in this profession. I've never heard or seen something like this. This is bizarre, it's bizarre, it's bizarre. And the explanations are very woolly and still as clear as mud. But in short, there are 4 psychiatric patients in a ward. 2 of them are not really psychiatric patients in the true sense of the word. It's substance-induced psychosis. They took crystal meth. And those of us in this profession who know, people who take crystal meth, they really go seriously psychotic. In our language, they are mad, as mad. And they are known to be extremely violent. So this man was admitted on the 5th. And we understand early hours of this morning, he woke up to attack the other 3 patients. The other 2 were able to run away and escape. And the deceased is the one who remained in the ward. The most bizarre part is the behavior of the security officers who were called here. Because there are security officers in this hospital. They came in, but I understand they actually ran out of the ward. They are armed. This man was not armed. He was just hitting the deceased with everything at his disposal. I am made to understand they ran out and locked the grill door. And they were shooting rubber bullets through the grill door, not in the ward. They were outside. They hit him with at least 10 rubber bullets. I could count the 10 rubber bullets. Now, the CEO, out of panic, phoned the head office and found one of the DDGs, even it was 2 o'clock in the morning, who was able to pick up the phone. And when they explained, he said, no, it's clear that that man is going to kill somebody. They need to shoot him. There's nothing you can do. And the CEO went to tell them, and they kept on insisting to shoot through the grill door. And they called the police, which the Deputy Minister of Police, that's why I came with her here, Ms. Pauline Bouchier, will be able to explain, because it's also bizarre that the police also were waiting at the grill door, 8 of them, and they end up saying they are waiting for the public order policing. I don't know whether that information is true, but that's what we are getting here. The young doctor who was called in is a young female doctor. She's still very, very traumatized. She witnessed what was happening there, and she too said she was protesting to the security that, look, but you need to go in. That man looks to be dangerous, and you are armed, you must help. But they refused. That's why the doctor now needed.
We had a cut in transmission there as the Minister of Health, Dr. Aaron Motau, was giving an update about the report he received at the Philadelphia hospital, where 2 patients had gotten into an altercation where one had killed another with an unidentified object. The minister was giving an update about the security oversight that had taken place. That is to say, the lackluster response by security officials at the hospital, but also the medical conditions of the 2 patients in question. The minister explains that the patients were not psychiatric patients in the truest sense of the word, but what they experienced was drug-induced psychosis after having taken crystal meth, and they acted out of character, and that led to the altercation and ultimately the tragic incident that took place. We'll give you more detail on that as we're able to re-establish that connection.